Aquarius, what it do? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a reading for the week of March 3rd through the 9th. Thank you for being here, Aquarius. We're going to pull some overarching energy from the Romance Angels Oracle. Then we'll get into your tarot. And I got a new deck here, the Whispers of Love. So we'll pull some advice from the Whispers of Love for you here today. Let's get started. Aquarius. Underneath the deck, we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic love life. Okay. We have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. You know, the interesting thing about the codependency issues is that a lot of them oftentimes do come from healing these family issues or things that are unhealed, specifically from family issues, but we'll get a little bit more clarity on that going forward. This retreat card is interesting to me as well. Question being, do you need retreat time to yourself to sort of heal these issues? Or do you need time with this other person to sort of hash things out and talk about things? Let's see. Underneath the deck, we have the King of Wands. So you may be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag here. Aries, Leo, Sag person. Also, this could just be any sign, obviously, but somebody very confident, coming in, kind of knowing what they want, which may be what's attracting you to this person, really standing up for themselves, being very decisive, kind of coming in with that Emperor Aries energy as well, potentially. This could also be your energy. You could be somebody that kind of knows what they want in this season. Also getting a note here that this person could just be very passionate. Oftentimes with the codependency card, it can be any sort of addiction, right? So if somebody's like drinking or like into really like in substances or in food or like any sort of addiction, that could be one thing. The other thing is that it, you know, even if you're in a situation that maybe doesn't have a lot of love, or like maybe somebody's flighty, which I do see here, somebody being like in and out, because things feel good and because it's passionate, we want more of it, and we tend to stay in situations longer, or mistake passion for love, is what I'm getting with this card. That may not be what's going on, but I do see a lot of fire energy in this spread. We will get into that. You're showing up as the Page of Wands. So I'm getting the sense that you want to like message somebody. You're very excited. This person is sparking a lot of passion in you, and it's inspiring you to learn more about this person. Also probably more to learn more about yourself. You may have met somebody that's like, you're like, oh, now I know what I want. Like before I didn't know what I want, but now I'm getting the sense that I know what I want. And I see you making plans with this person or towards this person. You may be like daydreaming a lot or really thinking about like, how can I create something long-term? You may have even talked about something recently that gave you the impression or the feeling that this person is somebody that's going to stick around for a while. I don't know where you're at in this situation, but oftentimes like early in dating or something like that, you could be in a situation where you'll hear something, you'll hear somebody talk about like, oh, like I would love to live there too, or I would love to do this too. And that daydreaming mind starts to make plans towards a relationship. And that's not a bad thing. That just is kind of what happens. There's an opportunity here for the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing figure. a very grounded person. So with all this passionate energy here, I'm getting the sense that there's an opportunity here for you to really ground yourself, to recognize all the things that you've accomplished up into this point, and to recognize what you have and what you are bringing to this situation. The universe is working on the levers. So this could be a soulmate connection. This could be a long-term thing. This is also, the levers also comes up when we talk about choices in love. So deciding, the Two of Wands can also point towards choices. So within the first 4 cards of the spread, we have these 2 like big decision, planning, choices cards here as it pertains to love. What you don't see is that there is a lot of strength here. This could be the lesson that needs to be learned. Strength talks about really tempering our instincts and really thinking about how we want to move forward and the ways that we want to move forward. So with this opportunity to really be grounded, I do see, especially with all this fire energy here, an opportunity to really think about, there's like the instinctual way that things happen for us. And then taking those instincts and working with them, not fighting them, like instincts aren't bad, right? But really working with them to create the things that we want. In the near future, we see the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is very passionate. As I said, like with this deck, we see lots of wands here. Very passionate, but is the wand in the deck that can be a little bit more in and out. A lot of readers or people will call it the player energy. This is where things like breadcrumbing come in, or not so much ghosting. Like this is a person that like maybe when you're together, things are really great. And again, this could be your energy or your person's energy. Things are great. You feel a lot. It makes you want to, you know, make plans with this person. You're talking about things that are very long term. But when the light is out, it's out, right? When the fire is gone, it's gone. And this person may not be as communicative or into you as you thought necessarily. And again, this could be vice versa. You could be like this towards another person. The Knight of Wands energy does have that sense of like telling you what you want to hear when the fire is there, right? Or when the passion's there. In the recent past, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So I am getting a sense that there was some long-term discussion or thought or energy put into this in terms of like, you know, where do you see yourself? Kind of asking all the right questions, I guess, in terms of, you know, especially like in the context of this reading, like, do you want to be in a relationship? Do you want a house? Do you want a family? And sort of, from what I can tell, really sparking a lot of interest in terms of like making plans for the future regarding a situation like this. You are showing up in this situation as having a lot of burdens or burdens that you need to drop. So you may be this person that is sort of showing up as really interested, but then when you go on your own, maybe you start to think about all of the things that you have going on and the burdens that you're carrying. That is a possibility. If that's not you and if that's not your storyline, this could also just be bringing a lot of things in from the past, a lot of situations that maybe aren't quite resolved, situations from the past that aren't quite resolved, things that need to be dropped if you want situations to progress further with a new person or this new person. You may be bringing some things from the past into this new situation. And again, this could be these family issues that need to be healed, even codependency in the past. I know a lot of times when you've been in codependent relationships or situations in the past, or you're not even quite sure, you're like, oh, am I being too clingy? Am I being needy? Like this other person, you know, dumped me or whatever because they thought I was clingy. You know, that isn't really the case. And also this like new person isn't that person. So like how much of the past are you bringing into this new situation would be a question for you. What's showing up right in front of you is the Six of Cups. So you may be involved with somebody from the past. Doesn't necessarily have to be. This could also mean just that you have to reconcile, again, situations from the past in order to move forward with the new person, with this new person. If you do have a new person in your life, like I said, I feel like the universe is working on this connection. And I do see soulmate energy here. If there isn't a new person that are coming in, at any rate, is really important to heal those issues from the past, so that when you're ready, you can be ready and things can come to you in due course. Your hopes and fears is drama. Again, there's this drama here. There's like competition. There's this fear here that like you're going to be involved in a situation that has to do with other people, that you're in a situation with like a player, or you know, you may even be dating lots of people and you don't want to be perceived as like a player. There's any number of things that are going on, and this is why it's probably showing up in the hopes and the fears. I can see either side of that situation, right? Where you're just like, well, I just kind of want more options without it being drama. Or I really don't want to be put in a situation because of something that happened in the past where I'm being juggled with another person and, you know, they're not putting enough energy into me. And the outcome has to do with the Queen of Swords here. So I see this as you really standing up for yourself, knowing what you want. The Queen of Swords energy is interesting. It can be like a harsh tongue, you know, in its reversed manifestation. But upright, it's just a person that has been through some stuff, that is aware of the stuff that they went through in their past, but also aware of like why they're at where they're at now and how to move forward respectfully, honestly, etc., etc. So I see you really like knowing your truth at this point and really being able to communicate those things to other people as you move forward. Okay, this is exciting, Aquarius. You're the first card to pull. Also, I'm seeing Gemini energy here and Leo energy. So you may be dealing with those signs. You don't have to be, but just wanted to point that out as we see this air here. So we talked about the fire here, and that Queen of Swords shows up as you know, Aquarius, also Gemini and Libra here. So you're the first pull from this new deck, Whispers of Love. Very exciting, Aquarius. Let's get some advice for you here. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. Yeah. So as you heal things up, as you work on, you know, perhaps, and even in terms of, I mean, the Lover showed up, which is a little bit of this energy, but the Devil didn't show up. So I'm not getting a ton of obsessive energy, but even if you do, you're crushing over somebody, somebody's crushing over you, that sort of thing. It's important to just like have conversations instead of assuming things moving forward. So as you work on this, this could be where this retreat card is coming from. Maybe take some time out. So, you know, even if it's just a day trip, a weekend trip, a day in, going on a long walk, that sort of thing. So you can really sort of find out what's important to the person that you're dealing with so that you can appropriately move forward. Okay, that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you for joining today, and I will see you in the next one.